Before we start the meeting, a couple of things. First of all, I would like to welcome James Hogan to the committee. Thank you for volunteering. We appreciate that. And secondly, because we didn't have a meeting last time, we need to elect officers for this next session. Mr. Ubel was the president. He hasn't expressed any interest not to be president again. So with that being said, I'd like to nominate Mr. Ubel as president.
Second that.
Motion's been made. We have a second. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion passed. Then the office of vice chair would be next. Are there any nominations?
I'll nominate you, Tom.
Is there a second to the nomination?
I'll second it.
It's been a second to the nomination. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Is there another officer that needs to be? Just those? Okay. Then we can start. We can call this meeting to order. The first item is to approve the minutes from our last meeting, which was held on September 16th, 2019. I think everyone's had a chance to go over it. Mr. Hogan, did you have any questions from?
No.
Okay. Is there a motion to accept the minutes from that meeting?
I'll make that motion.
Motion's been made. Is there a second?
Second
All those in favor, say aye.
it.
Aye. Motion passed. Item number 3 is old business. Do we just read off of here then, Kim? As far as,
Yeah, or Kurt can explain.
Well, yeah.
okay. Old business is opening the new Garden of Memories section of the cemetery to set a date of. Kurt, why don't you fill us in?
Yeah, the Memories Garden went to the city attorney and we got his blessing on it. It goes in front of city council tomorrow for their blessing. So hoping that passes city council, then it would just be when do you want to open it up for sales upon city council approval tomorrow.
Are there any dates in mind? Is there anything that
I think
any
we're ready
event
to
coming
go.
up?
Pretty ready to go, yeah.
Yeah, so whenever, if we wanted to do it, you want to do 1st of July or.
And again, this is all pending that it passes approval at the.
Right, city council.
So is this something that we can vote on now, or do we need to wait for the approval from the city?
You can wait and bring it back in September. That's an option if you want to do that.
I think the sooner we open it up, the better.
That would be my suggestion.
So,
I don't see why it would hang up in city council, but I can't
Yep.
say for sure, but.
well, I'd say if it was up to us, that we should look at opening up as soon as possible.
We can open it up Wednesday if given city council approval on Tuesday.
And you guys again are ready to do that?
That is
You're
correct.
okay with that?
That is correct.
Is there a motion, hey David, is there a motion to open up the Garden of Memories section of the cemetery, and the date again?
Would be the 17th.
17th.
Yeah, 17th.
For June 17th? I make the motion to open it up for June 17th. Is there a second?
I second it.
There's a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Is the second part of it then the opening for the new, or would that be done at the same time?
You talking about the columbarium?
Yes.
No, that's the next agenda item when you would want to do that. I think landscape is pretty much done for the most part, isn't it, Glenn?
Yep.
So from our standpoint, we're ready to go. Now, the other question is, I don't know if it's been resolved. I made the recommendation and it was passed to sell the new ones at $850 across the board.
Mm-hmm.
Leave the price alone on the old ones. The question is, do you want to sell out the old one before we open the new one? My recommendation is no. They're less expensive than the new one. But that's up to you guys to decide. But I see no reason to keep it, the new one, closed, sitting there ready to go.
Mhm.
We don't have that many in the existing columbarium.
Is this also up for city? Does it have to go through the
No,
city?
it does not.
It does not. So that decision can be made
Yes,
here
that is-
right now.
That is correct.
And again, your recommendation is to open it up, not to wait.
That is correct.
Okay. Is there any discussion about that? Any questions?
Well, I like the idea to have it open up. There are people that are gonna want this section, not that section. So if it's open, it's ready for the user, so.
Gives them some more
I support
options.
that, yes.
Yep, okay. I would move to open up this part of it as soon as, Kurt, you can say a date or whatever, and we can vote on that, but
We can start, let's do it the 17th also.
17th as well. I move to,
Just for my benefit, when you say the term open up, what does that mean? It just that it's available, or is there some ceremony you do to open them up? or-
No, it's just open to niche sales,
It's
and
just
then we can
open
do
to-
funerals in there.
Okay.
Right now, we haven't sold a thing.
Okay, I just want to understand what you meant by
Absolutely.
open up.
Absolutely.
so the motion stands. Is there a second?
I second it.
Second has been made. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Section number 4, new business. Cemetery fee schedule for 2021.
My recommendation as for the board's direction is we've been raising the opening and closing and the lot prices $25 every other year, which we did in 19. So my recommendation would be to raise them $25 in 2021. Now, I'm just going to note that I didn't raise the existing columbarium niches. I left those alone. They're going to be less than the new one as a selling point. And that new price for the new columbariums has been agreed on at $850. That price will take you out 10 years. So technically, you don't have to raise the new columbarium prices for 10 years. I added 4% for 10 years to get to that 850. So I just want you to understand that's built in. If you want to, that's fine, but I'm not going to be here. So I just want you guys to know that.
Really?
So that's
Is there
all
any
I've got.
questions regarding that item? Any discussion? Be in favor of a motion to approve the rate increase?
I'll make the motion to accept as suggested by Kurt.
I'll second the motion. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Should there be someplace located reference to that 10-year deal? Someplace? Because none of us will be here for then.
It's probably not a bad idea. Where would the appropriate place be to put that in?
Well, it'll be in the minutes. I can leave a note in the file.
Yep.
It's built in.
I would suggest there's something, I agree totally with the 10-year deal.
Yep.
But none of us will be here.
Right.
So,
What's the matter, Jim? You gonna bail out on us?
none of us could be here for 10-year terms.
No, I agree. I think something should be listed somewhere for future reference, so that they know that process has already been gone through. So it makes sense.
And Glenn can make a note in the cemetery book too.
Is the next item donation of monuments and benches? Is that correct?
Yep.
Okay. Is someone giving okay?
Yes. Same page. My name is Dina Iverson. I'm a resident of New Ulm. I kind of did a little printout here I can show you guys. This is just a rough draft of what it would look like. The picture of the monument is what we came up with. We're working with New Ulm Monument to construct it. It's a hand-sculpted monument of a mother and a baby angel. And
We got a copy.
yeah, you got a copy. Okay. And what we would like to do is have a place for families to go and have a peaceful reflection time. It's dedicated to infertility, pregnancy, infant and child loss. We thought that it was important to have a place that anybody can go and kind of make their own. The reason why I'm so passionate behind it is I lost my daughter Cassie. She was stillborn 2018. And Paige has also experienced that loss, and we have a group of six of us. We're called Moms on a Mission, and we want to spread awareness and support to people in New Ulm, Brown County, Mankato, and we just think this would be a great opportunity for New Ulm to have. There's a paver area that we would like to have families, if they would like to pay $100, they can have it engraved. With their family name. Sometimes, there isn't a name with their loss, so they can put their family name, a date, an image, butterfly, anything like that. We're hoping to have about 100 to 150 pavers there. That way it kind of goes into the future and not just right now. We're also would like to fundraise for some landscaping around it, to kind of, attract the butterflies and nature, and put 2 benches there that I think we're thinking marble. That way it won't erode over time. We want something that will last. So that's our vision.
First of all, we're sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
And you see there is no expense to the city or to the commission. We really don't need to approve any funding. It's just a matter of approving
Yeah.
a spot
Yes.
for it.
Yeah, and it will be right next to the Remembrance Garden that you guys were talking
Gotcha.
about.
Okay. Is there any questions from the commission?
We have a spot for it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep.
And again, no cost to the city. I think it's a good cause. I would,
Is that what this, is this the spot?
yes, that's the suggestion, right?
Yeah,
Does,
yeah.
Kurt, do you have any,
Glenn's been working
Glenn?
with,
Yeah.
It's right next to the Garden of Memories. It adds probably like 22 by 24 foot area. It's right alongside the road, so it'll be handicap approachable as
nice,
the 2 coincide together.
okay. And it doesn't look like it's gonna interfere with any plans that, okay.
It doesn't take up no space for plotted out graves, it's just empty space, so we're not utilizing anything.
Is any other questions? Okay. I move to accept this and let them move forward with it.
Second.
Second it. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Good luck.
very much.
And again, sorry for your losses. Next item on new business is donation of a bench. Is there some input?
their hand, Glenn has been working with that.
Sue Crowell called and they want to donate. There was 2 Bachelor brothers out in Siegel Township. The last one passed away this spring, and they want to donate a bench. And there's a place right next to Soldiers Rest parking lot, off to the right, underneath the Marbarvitas. Wouldn't be taking up no grave space, and it coincides with the Soldiers Rest, so it'd go good there. And I said I'd bring it across here. I don't see no problem with it, but it's just, still needs your approval. It'd be probably a granite bench also.
Okay.
With a slab underneath it, so we don't have to worry about maintaining grass.
And again, no expense to the city or the
All
commission,
donated.
and you guys are in favor of it, so.
Yes.
Is there any discussion? I would entertain a motion.
I make a motion to go with his recommendation and approve that.
I second the motion. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. I would entertain, if there is no other business, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
So move.
Second? All those in favor?
Aye?
Aye.
Opposed? That should do it until our next meeting. Thank you, everyone, for your time.